Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte assures the business process outsourcing industry, or the BPO, it has nothing to fear from his administration. In a business forum, a BPO executive asks if companies should worry about changes in the government's policy, such as the pivot away from the United States.
Forget your fears. This is a democracy. We follow the free enterprise. There will be changes. There will be changes for the better, not to kill businesses. You can stop worrying.
Duterte said BPO companies should get ready to invest more in the Philippines. Anxiety among American companies peaked when Duterte declared the economic and military split of the Philippines from the U.S. President Rodrigo Duterte tells critics of his war on drugs, go adopt an addict.
If you want yung mga bleeding hearts, if you really want to stop the violence ganon, mag-adapt lang. Adopt an addict. Share a love between your fellow men.
Duterte says by adopting addicts, his critics would know what he called their perdition. He adds his critics can start choosing drug addicts to take in. In another speech, he said the only way for these murders to stop is for drug pushers and drug lords to end their trade. Earlier, Duterte said he would punish policemen and soldiers who commit extrajudicial killings. More than 5,900 deaths are being linked to the Duterte administration's anti-drug campaign since July 1. Of this, around 2,000 were killed in police operations, while the rest are victims of extrajudicial or vigilante-style killings. Former Portuguese Prime Minister Antonio Guterres is sworn in as the 9th Secretary-General of the United Nations. At his oath-taking, Guterres says the world body must change to better confront global crises like the war in Syria. Guterres takes over from Ban Ki-moon January 1. He takes over the helm of the UN when questions abound on how President-elect Donald Trump will shift the role of the United States on the world stage. Guterres in his address says, quote, "The UN must be ready to change."